Good morning and welcome back to Hiking with Kathleen. Today, just listening to the beautiful sounds of birdsong as spring is fully underway with a lot more migrating birds and hibernating ones, hibernating mammals out and about. So I hope you join me on today's hike. Out here hiking at my favorite time of day. I'm glad you're here with me. We're continuing to watch for signs of spring out on the trail. to me, this is the very best time to go hiking. Springtime prior to the bursting of the leaves and the arrival of all the warblers and things of that nature. Because at this time of year, which is in the first couple of weeks of April, there are no bugs, so we don't have mosquitoes chasing us out of the woods or requiring a good old, bug shirt to wear. But there are no leaves on the trees to obstruct our view of ground-dwelling or tree-dwelling animals at this time. And yet spring is full of activity, like birdsong, where birds are attempting to attract a new mate or establish a territory, which is the purpose of song. A lot of mammals are also engaged in breeding behavior, courtship behavior. Some have already gone down that road, like white-tailed deer, where their rut or breeding season is in the fall. So in the next month or so, they'll be giving birth to their fawns, which are only looked after by the mother, the doe. So anyway, it's just a really exciting time of year. So I'm really excited to be out here. And it's okay that the trails tend to be mucky, because at this time of year you get more moisture, as rain is often in the forecast in order to, it provides what all animals and plants need, so their source of water. So anyway, I'm really enjoying myself. I hope you're enjoying this morning's hike too. I found a more efficient way to hang my camera gear around me. So I have a couple of belt clasps, one which I use for this GoPro, and you'll see that the other Canon camera that I use for landscape, not the one with the telephoto lens, but the lighter one, also hangs from my belt. So I'll give you a chance to see how I am now hanging my gear around my waist, shifting as much weight from my shoulder to my waist. You'll see that on the back of this camera belt is a pouch that inside it I keep a rain bonnet because you never know if the weather's going to change, and that smaller Canon camera is not weather sealed, so I wouldn't want to be caught without any sort of protection for it. It also has all of my spare batteries. When I'm not using my gloves, I just hook them on the back. It's not in the way of anything that hangs in front of me. And as for my tripod, yeah, I could wear the pouch that came with this particular tripod, strapping it over my shoulders, but I have missed opportunities by not having it fully extended, ready to go. So I've learned my lesson. So anyway, maybe that's kind of a helpful setup for you too. Doing whatever it takes in order to remove as much weight from your neck or your back and putting it onto your waist, where you're powered by your hip and your legs. That's what's going to support the weight then of everything you put on your waist. I'll give you a chance to hear that bird song. I'm hoping you can hear the sound of leopard frogs. This is my first time hearing them this year. So obviously we have frogs that have come out of hibernation now. Today's temperature is around, 2 or 3 degrees Celsius. Oh my God, that's wonderful to hear. Not to be confused with the sound of the woodpecker we can also hear in the background. Spring's here. So out on my hike this morning, I had a chance to see a skunk. Not that that's really unusual, but what I found was unusual is I got out to video it because I was driving in my vehicle. I got out to video it, and I found it was rummaging around sort of in a prolonged manner for something. And so I had a closer look. I clapped my hands to see if I could get its attention, and it sort of tipped over. So unfortunately, I believe that skunk was suffering from something. And as much as it may seem a little bit humane to leave sick or injured animals that I find along the way on my trails, on my hikes, they are going to become food for something else. And it may seem like a harsh thing, right? Just knowing that the animal will succumb to its injuries or be eaten by something. But that helps to keep the cycle of life going for other animals like carnivores, those that are meat eaters. So anyway, it was, yeah, I felt bad for the skunk, seeing it sort of struggle, and just knowing that something about it wasn't right today.